What is going on, everybody? Welcome in December 19th. Are you kidding me? December 19th already? We straight. December 19th, less than 20 days in 2021, 2022 around the corner. I don't know which year I wanted to kick out faster, 2021 or 2020, but I'm glad we are here. I'm glad Christmas is around the corner. We shouldn't be talking about New Year's yet. We should be talking about Christmas, right? Christmas, my birthday. Some of my favorite people were born on that day, and we celebrate their birthday on that day, including, me. So welcome in. If you're here live, thank you so much. If you're part of Team Replay, if you're watching on the replay, hashtag Team Replay in the comments. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here too. Obviously, live, we get to interact, and we're going to do that a little bit tonight. There's an active news story that we're going to be talking about tonight. It's a few hours old now, but for us, it's an active news story. So we're going to talk about the Disney YouTube TV collaboration, partnership, divorce, breakup, remarriage. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Casey Neistat's filmmaking and storytelling class. We'll talk about who he is, why it matters to me, and what I'll be doing with it. We're going to be talking about my radio show for tomorrow, which I'm excited about. And then we'll be talking about my morning live stream. So that's what we've got going on. It's 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern time. This is the time we start on Sunday night. The reason I'm mentioning that is 'tis the season for schedule changes. So I have been very, very sporadic lately, as if you're a veteran of the show, going to get very, very more consistent. But that said, Santa's coming, grandma's coming, mom's coming, grandkids are coming. So everybody, just be aware. I want to say hi to everybody who's in chat live. If you're here live, the best experience for Creator Talk Live is clearly live because we can interact, especially tonight, because I want to get your opinions on something. But again, hashtag Team Replay in the comments if you're Team Replay. Francisco, first one in the house. By the way, Francisco is in green. Why is he in green? Why does he have access to new emojis, which I keep forgetting to make new ones for? He's a member of the channel, and Francisco, I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you who's a member. Thank you so much. Dropbox just gave me 2 terabytes more of storage. It just popped up. That's nice of them. Anyway, Francisco, welcome in. William, the unknown cook, is in the house. Says this is interesting. I'm glad you think so, buddy. Welcome in. Pearl Manhattan in the house. Hey, you here in Ninja watching. Can't sit up anymore today, but I'm here. Well, Pearl, I'm glad you're here. I've been feeling okay. Joseph is in the house. Mara in Memphis also in green. Why is she in green? Because she's a member of the channel, and I appreciate that so much. AFA's in the house saying hello to everyone. Welcome in. RV and the Disney's in the house. You look like you got punched in the eye, my darling. That I get that too. I don't think it's for the same reason. I felt for you when I saw that. My eyes itch just thinking about it. Sporadic. How about crazy? Yeah. 'Tis the season for crazy. I've been crazy since October. Actually, I've been crazy for my whole life. Jonathan Cordova, aka Master Chief. That's good to know. Yes, it is. Mara Memphis still here. The mystery office. We're getting there. I actually was going to work on it a little bit today, but there's some good football on. All right. So again, if you're just getting here, we've got 4 topics, really 2 main topics, and then 2 scheduled topics. Disney, YouTube TV relationship. We're going to talk about it right off the bat here. Casey Neistat, filmmaking and storytelling. I'll talk about who that is, why I care, what I'm going to do about it, and what you can do about it too. Then my radio show. I'll just throw it right up in front right now. Radio show, top 100 songs of all time, only on Magic of the Mouse Radio. The Disney Countdown. Tomorrow, unbeknownst to anybody at all, but now you, it's a double show. We've been counting down from song number 100 all the way to number 1. I gave them number 15 through 10 and number 9 through 6, and they're going to play tomorrow. So you can get double shows, 2 episodes tomorrow, a couple episodes for 4 or 5 days. It's going to be awesome. And then it all culminates in New Year's Day. Hey, Birdwell, New Year's Day, we're going to count down all 100 songs from 100 all the way to number 1. It's going to be 8 hours. It's going to be 10 hours. It's going to be awesome. Only on Magic of the Mouse Radio. But tomorrow, it's about an hour-long show. Songs 15 through 6. It's going to be a lot of fun. The best songs in the history of Disney is ranked by me. Okay, so check that out, please. Good Morning Disney tomorrow, 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock my time? 9 o'clock my time. Boy, my brain. 10 o'clock Eastern time, 9 o'clock my time. Only here on my YouTube station, YouTube channel. Good Morning Disney. We got a lot to talk about. We got Spider-Man to talk about. We got Star Wars to talk about. We got Fire fighters talking about what's going on at Disney. We got lots of news. But let's get to the main topic of the night. You may have seen my video. What did I post it yesterday or the day? I think it was posted yesterday. YouTube TV provides content. I'm watching YouTube TV right now. If you look right there, you can see Tom Brady all sweaty and losing a game to the Saints. And I'm watching it on YouTube TV. It is put on by NBC. NBC has a deal with YouTube TV. YouTube TV pays NBC for the rights to play their content, thereby me watching the show while we do the show. ESPN owned by Disney, Disney owned by Disney, Marvel owned by Disney, Fox owned by Disney, all National Geographic owned by Disney, all that content YouTube TV paid Disney for the right to play about 12, 15, 20 channels. And poof, they all went away. The negotiations Friday night went poorly. They didn't come to a decision. And YouTube TV, it was interesting. YouTube TV put out a video or an email saying, hey, we love Disney. Here's how you can go get Disney through the Disney bundle, which was very interesting. Hey, happily ever yaddy, welcome in. Hey, we really value this relationship. They were very, very pro-Disney in their we don't have Disney anymore email to customers. So I knew deeply that YouTube was going, I didn't know. I believed deeply that YouTube was ready to pay. Yes, Disney wanted more money for their content, for YouTube TV to use their content. Disney gets paid for creating content and distributing it to us directly through Disney Plus or indirectly through YouTube TV or Cox Communications or whoever they give it to. So I was pretty confident that YouTube TV was going to pay up. The NFL is charging more for its content. Disney's going to charge more for its content. Everybody's going to charge more for its content. People are watching more and more and more. All of that said, the email came out, hey, we didn't have a deal. You're going to get $15 off. If you watched my video, I explained, and if you didn't watch my video, that's okay. You still can. But I dove into Twitter and just wanted to see what the group of people were saying, and almost 20-1 people were mad at YouTube TV, not Disney. I'm not mad at either one. I love YouTube TV. I'm a subscriber, and I'm staying a subscriber. I love Disney. I'm a stockholder. I'm a fan. I like Disney a lot, but I knew that YouTube TV was going to pay up. People were getting rid of their subscriptions in droves, or at least they were saying they were, on YouTube TV. Who is that going to hurt more? It would have hurt YouTube TV more. But today we got this email. Today we got this email at what time does it say? Almost 3 p.m. Hi, Dole Whip. Hey, that's me. We're happy to share that we've reached a deal with Disney to return their content to YouTube TV while preserving a $64.99 monthly price for our members. We've already started to restore access to Disney networks like ESPN and FX, blah, 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 blah. As we promised, a $15 discount while the Disney content remained off platform. What they said was it would be prorated, $15 off, prorated for every day they didn't have it, which was another clue that they were ready to pay up. They didn't know how much they had to pay, but they weren't going to go the whole month. That was pretty obvious hint to me. But instead of confusing people, they didn't prorate it. They went with, as we promised, a $15 discount. While the Disney content remained off platform, we will still honor a one-time credit for all impacted base plan members. For active members, we have not yet received blah, 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 blah. All of it to say Disney got paid. YouTube, Alphabet, right? Paid Disney. These are two of the biggest companies on the planet, right? Alphabet has the money to pay Disney for its content. Had they, to answer Jackie's question, who is that going to hurt more, YouTube or Disney? It would have hurt YouTube more. Now, YouTube would have survived, but YouTube TV might not have. YouTube TV has not been growing big. They've raised their prices 3 or 4 times since they've started since I've had them. And yeah, again, if you just check Twitter, if you just watch my video, but if you just check Twitter, you could see that people, at least verbally, I don't have any data on what really happened, but verbally and Twitterverse-wise, were saying, hey, I'm out of here. Worst timing you can imagine. ESPN, part of the Disney network family of networks, right? ESPN has the most college football bowl games. I'm not saying everybody watches college football bowl games, but I am saying a lot of people watch college football bowl games. A lot of people, there's no way. There are certain channels you must have to keep people paying for it, right? The basic news channels, local programming, and this lost ABC's local news programming, but that'll be out. Some basic Disney stuff, and ESPN. ESPN is not a profitable arm of the Disney company. It will be. That's a whole nother topic. But ESPN has been a financial loser for a long time for the Disney company. That said, most people with males in the house would not stand for having a service without ESPN, especially during football bowl season. That might sound crazy to any of you out there who aren't football fans, but trust me. So all of that to say, the update is Disney and YouTube TV are good friends again. Again, there was hints. YouTube was very, very positive and friendly towards Disney in the email, and they said they'll get a discount that's prorated. So it was clear to me and clear to anyone who was paying attention that YouTube TV was going to pony up more. There was a little bit of, hey, is this going to cost a little bit more of, is Disney being selfish here, which I actually find silly. Disney is a business that creates content and makes money off of letting people see that content. So that doesn't quite make sense to me, but maybe we should go to economics school. Paso to Parent House, they're in green. Why are they in green? Because they're members of the channel and they're my good friends. Let's see what they have to say. I feel like streaming is becoming oversaturated. Cord cutting was great when it could save money compared to cable. Now you need Netflix, HBO, YouTube, Disney Plus, Hulu, Paramount, Peacock, etc. So I find that interesting, and you're not the only one to say that. A bunch of my friends and people I read have been saying the same thing lately. I think in relation to this news, it's come out, it's not come out. The feeling that seems to be shared in many circles is simply this. Why don't we just have cable like we used to? I'm a big believer in, and I think what most people wanted 5 years ago and 10 years ago and 15 years ago is a la carte. I'm okay with paying HBO, Showtime, Disney separately. Now, I'll decide where my entertainment dollars go. And everybody's going to be different. My mom has, what does she have? Something basic and then 2 smaller ones. I think she has Disney Plus Acorn, I think, which is like English shows and something else. I have YouTube TV and Netflix and Disney Plus. That's plenty for me. I'll say it again. I have YouTube TV, which gives me a whole host of channels, all the local channels, tons of stuff, right? And I have Netflix and I have Disney Plus. And I really don't need all of that. I probably could let one go. And which one would I let go? I'd probably let go Netflix. But do I watch Netflix? I do. I don't feel like I watch a ton of content, but I pay for those 3 services. Will I ever pay for HBO? I haven't my whole life. I probably will when Lord of the Rings comes out, that series. But I like the a la carte thing. Now, is it getting more expensive? It is. When cord cutting was about saving money, we'd get rid of that big DirecTV $120 bill. And I did that. When I cut the cord at my house, it was Thanksgiving a couple of years ago. And it was because of one of these contract disputes. I think CBS, one of the stations that had Cowboys football on it for Thanksgiving, they had one of these contract disputes. And they used the Thanksgiving, it's football every time, guys. Not every time. It's football all the time. The Thursday Thanksgiving football games, they had I think it was CBS, used that to say, hey, you're losing CBS and you're losing Cowboy football this week, blah, 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 blah. And it works. It works every time. That's why it goes public. That's why they always go a couple days past it. It's very, very stupid if you ask me. But all that to say, I would pay a la carte. I would pay CBS and ABC and, I would pay Disney and Netflix and YouTube. Oh, I do. The convenience factor is gone, I think, because we used to just go to one. I think we're used to one. So anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Passover Apparel, welcome in. Merry Christmas. 2 Real Geeks in the house. How are you guys? 2 Real Geeks, long time no see. What is going on, everyone? It's been some time, but hey, has not been on my side. Time has not been on my side. 2 Real Geeks, I'm so glad to see you guys in here, Danny, everybody. What is up? Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a great day. Movie Mania, Nick in the house. What's going on? Mara in Memphis saying hi to everybody. Let me get caught up, and then we'll go to the next news item. If you have questions, comments, or concerns about the YouTube TV, anything you want me to cover, anything you want me to answer, if I know the answer, I'll let you know. But I think we covered it pretty good. I mean, honestly, YouTube TV paid what Disney was asking, which was more than what they were receiving before. Price of content went up. I do think eventually Disney will stop selling their content to somebody else and they'll go direct to us. Disney Plus already comes direct to us. Hulu. Hey, Ken, what's going on? Hulu, actually, Ken and I have been having this conversation. Hulu is kind of their service. I had Hulu in the very beginning of Hulu. I really didn't use it. I think my daughter wanted some content on there. I honestly think we had it for about a year and I turned it on like twice. So we just let it go. I don't remember what she wanted to see, but there was something that's specific to that. Now there's Apple TV now, and there's Hulu, and there's more content. Ken has a strong opinion, and we differed on this opinion, but basically he was thinking, and he said so in his video. In my video, he said, I used a video of his in my video, and you can see that. Check out the video and go to Ken's channel for his take. I think it was on his Instagram, actually. Anyway, he was thinking that Disney might be using this as a ploy to get people to leave that being YouTube TV and to go over Hulu. I don't agree with that, but it is a theory. Hulu TV is Hulu TV, and it's going to be its niche. They sell Hulu and ESPN and Disney in a bundle. I don't buy that bundle. It's kind of silly. I do have ESPN Plus, which could be part of the bundle with Disney, so I should probably just do that. I have ESPN Plus because I'm a big UFC fan, although I haven't bought any pay-per-view in quite some time. Anyway, a little off topic there, but Mars says, I have rabbit ears for a converter box and Disney Plus for my daughter's plan. Shh. Ken said, oh man, I'm late. I'm so sorry. You are never late, Ken. I am. First of all, it's on replay, so you never have to be here at a certain time. But come on, it is a season for lots of schedule stuff. So no worries. Always appreciate seeing your face. No worries if you're not here. Everything is good since we moved to Orlando. That's right. I forgot about that. Huge personal universal news about to drop from us soon. Can't wait. I'll be checking that out. Lots of my friends in this chat, guys. There's a lot of good content creators in here too, or geeks. Ken is in here too. Check these people out if you get a chance. Yeah, I could totally be wrong. At the end of the day, it's their content. Yeah, my take, we have a different take, me and Ken, different opinion on this. My take is, and I'll just say it really quickly and then we'll move on to the Casey Neistat stuff. Disney's going to charge more for it, or they're going to sell it to somebody else, or they're going to come directly to me. Disney was the first and the best at live sports. BAM Tech, I think they're out of Arizona. BAMM Tech, I believe it was. BAM Tech is a company that is owned by Disney. They were the first to be able to really provide a great live streaming experience, and that was mostly for sports. Think MLB. So BAM Tech was providing the sports live streaming for Major League Baseball. BAM Tech was that company. Disney liked it so much they bought BAM Tech. It's pretty cool, actually. Long-time BAM Tech employees get the Disney, like if you've been with BAM Tech for 30 years, you still get the Disney 30-year award that they give out to their long-term employees. Anyway, long story short, Disney really took care of BAM Tech. And BAM Tech was the leader in sports live streaming and the first to do it good. And one of the main reasons that Disney was able to take Disney Plus straight to market quick. Netflix was the winner early on, and they're probably still the winner, but Disney has gotten a lot of that market share really fast because of the BAM Tech technology. Not trying to get too in the weeds there and get super, super nerdy, but Disney has been a leader in live streaming for a lot longer than people think, and that's why the Disney Plus space is a big winner for Disney. I love the fights, but give me a break. Have to pay monthly for ESPN Plus and then extra for the pay-per-view. Yeah, it kind of stinks. I don't disagree with that. I love it. I do find it worth it financially. My bigger problem is my time commitment. So the live pay-per-view of an ESPN, of a UFC event is a 3 to 4 hour event for 5 or 6 fights. And I'm old and I get tired. When I lived in Southern California, it was a lot easier. Out here, the events go past midnight. It's usually a Saturday, which usually works, but I'm a church-going guy, although I didn't go today. Point is, it just gets hard for me the later the events are. So I haven't bought a pay-per-view. I used to buy every single UFC pay-per-view when we lived in California. And I've been out in Texas for about a decade. I bet I average less than 2 a year now that I pay for. For a while, I was watching them live on Twitter through their live streaming. I wasn't breaking the law, but other people were producing it and I was watching it. That's been stuff, but I just haven't gotten into that. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm way behind in chat. And then we're going to get to the Casey Neistat stuff. Wait, two adults can respectfully disagree. I respect you, brother. Yeah. I mean, no worries. I'm a very opinionated guy, and I love that. I'm never mad at somebody who's has a different opinion than me. But I will state it again. I mean, Disney creates content for profit. That's what they do. So, and Hulu will win. I don't know where. I mean, Hulu's a whole section of the Disney suite of companies, not companies. I don't know, divisions, whatever the right way to say it is, and they'll get their act together. I think Disney Plus is where they're spending their most time and their most resources. But I'm sure there's people at Hulu that are doing a great job, and they're going to improve that too. I haven't really dove into Hulu in quite some time, so I should probably shut up. I don't really know what's going on over Hulu. Netflix was actually dropping until Squid Games. Well, so Netflix does a really good job of finding niche kind of content that people love. And by the way, I don't want to ignore Amazon. I've got Amazon Prime too. I forgot about that. We've all got that, right? So there's even more content. But Squid Games is a weird one. I've only watched the first episode, and I thought it was ridiculously stupid. That said, Tiger King, right at the beginning of the pandemic, right? Tiger King was stupid. I watched every dang episode. So there's something about the comfort. They were the first to market. There's something to be said for being first to market. Tesla's first to market, well, not first to major market with the EV, electric vehicles. They're going to beat Rivian for a long time because of that. It's really hard to get caught up. I would say, for my opinion, Disney Plus has already far exceeded what most people thought they would do with Disney Plus in the first couple of years, including their own projections. But that's a whole other conversation. Good stuff. Good conversation. Hey, Space Mountain Dave, what's going on, guys? And that's what I love. I love the conversation. This is what I wanted. I wanted people to come in and give me their thoughts on a bunch of these things. So we're going to finish up here with the Disney stuff. I'll review it here at the end. Then we're going to go to the Casey Neistat stuff. I can't believe we're already 20 minutes into the show. I want day passes for streaming. There you go. Probably an opportunity. I like that a la carte thinking. Why not have it for a day? I don't know. I mean, does it make sense when you're paying $8 for a month to charge $5 for a day? I mean, the pricing for a whole month of content versus a single. People still rent movies. Like my mom rented a movie when we were at her home. This is about a year ago. When she could have had a whole month of content for the same price. So, but people do that. It's just, you know what it is? You've got to meet the customer where the customer is. And if 20% of the customers want to pay a monthly fee and 20% of the customers want to pay a la carte fee and 20%, you got to meet the customer where they are, what they want to do. I want to get the customer to want to spend the way they want to spend, right? So for that reason, RVing to Disney, Jackie, I agree with that. I think that should be an option. I don't know how lucrative it would be overall, but a free trial, maybe $1 a day thing, you're going to stay. Most of them are going to stay. Their recidivism, their people staying on rate has been great for Disney Plus, spectacular for Disney Plus. Their rate of growth went down a little bit. That's why the stock is down. By the way, it's still a buy. You should buy. You should buy. Did I mention you should buy? You should buy Disney. It's way down. For entertainment purposes only, I'm not a financial advisor. Check with your financial advisor. Only invest money that you could lose. Blah, 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 blah. 2 links in all my descriptions, one for Webull, one for Robinhood. Take control of your money and invest. Okay. And Disney is a huge buy right now. 210 to 225 by the end of 2022. Watch it. I said it. Write it down. Hello to everybody. I haven't said hello to Dean, the Turkey Lakester in the house. What's going on? Boy, I'm way behind in chat now. I apologize. People still get DVD in the mail from Netflix. AFA, that's right. I did. That was a while ago, but I lived in California, or I lived in Texas, so it was within 10 years. Look at how much that model changed with Netflix. We laugh about that. It wasn't even a decade ago. It's like going to the movies. Why do I want to spend that when I can sit at home for less? Good point. See, and that's, again, meet people where they want to meet, where they want to be. Spider-Man, The Way Home. Second biggest opening weekend ever. Not since the pandemic, ever. My daughter went with her friend tonight. Could they have sent it straight to Disney Plus? Yes, they could have. Could they sent it straight to Disney Plus tonight for this first weekend and charged $39.95? They could have. I bet people would have spent it. I wouldn't have, but people might. I might go see it this week. Now that my daughter saw it without me, I probably won't. But point is, you got to meet people where they are, which I think means, I agree with Jackie on that. Okay, so if you missed any of that, I'm going to recap, and then we're going to talk about the Casey Neistat thing. Disney Plus and YouTube TV had a breakup. They had a really good partnership, and then they went and they checked out the world. They said, "Hey, do I want to date her? Hey, do I want him date him?" They said, "No, we're going to come back together. Let's go have dinner." So Disney got paid by YouTube TV, which is really Alphabet, and they are back. So if you're waiting for your ABC channel, your ESPN channel, they're going to be coming on. I think ABC local should be coming back to most people by tomorrow. I think ESPN's back up for most people now. I didn't check mine, to be very, very honest, but it'll be happening soon. New England Bass Assassin in here. Chapek is going to hammer YouTube channels next. Mark my words, anything to save a buck. Chapek is going to hammer YouTube channels. How so, New England? I'd love to know what you think. I have for a long time thought that sometime, they'll stop allowing you live streams in the parks. Fort Worth Zoo right down the road for me, they don't let you live stream from there. They even have in their terms of service that you cannot vlog if you're getting paid. So if you're a monetized vlogger, you can't get paid, which is funny because the first video ever on YouTube was of an elephant at a zoo. I think it was at the San Diego Zoo. But regardless, I don't know why Disney doesn't stop allowing that. I love the Disney live streams. Personally, it's content that I don't watch it a lot anymore, but I like that it's there. On New Year's Eve last year, I sat and watched, or I guess it was the year before, because of COVID, whatever. I watched from my chair the New Year's Eve party at Epcot a few years ago. For Christmas, I'll watch the Disney Christmas parade. For the 4th of July, I'll watch the fireworks. I could walk down Main Street through the Disney live streamers, people like Josh and Jennifer Resort TV One, Myers and the Mouse Mite. A lot of these people are my good friends. Lake Buena Visitors, Nick from Magical News Live. So I don't want to name them all because I know I will miss somebody. But these are my friends. Prince Charming Dev. These are my friends. I like these people personally. And so I very much hope I'm wrong. But what New England Bass Assassin just said, I do think it's coming. I do think in the not so distant future, we'll have no more live streaming from the parks. And I hope I'm wrong. And I think what New England Bass Assassin says here second, way too many vloggers. I mean, I've been to Disney where you can't shake a stick without hitting somebody with a camera. It's pretty nuts. Hey, Mickey Bunch, Kelly from the Mickey Bunch in the house. What's going on, my friend? Love you. Hope you're having a great day. Honestly, I would love to see live streams in the park end because it's a safety hazard. Yes, I vlog, but the amount of live streamers that will walk into people is amazing safety. All I'm saying. Interesting point. So I live in Texas. I'm not at the parks nearly as much. It does seem to me that it's a little nuts. I think, and I've said this publicly, and I've said it privately. I'll say it again. I think that at some point in the future, it's going to go away, and I worry that somebody with a bad attitude will do something stupid, and it'll go viral, and that Disney will be made to pull it because people do dumb things. I mean, and it'll hurt people I really care about. Because I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. These are my friends. I mean, not all of them. I don't know all of them, but many of the big ones are friends of mine. Anyway, it's going to kind of come down to intellectual property, IP. I do think that if I'm paying $120 a kid or $120 a ticket to go in, you lose a little bit of exclusivity by having live streamers. So I do think there's something to be said about that. It's interesting to me that like on the first day of Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, in LA, in Anaheim, I could walk the park. My friends were vlogging it. They were there live. They were live streaming it. I was at work watching it. And then for the very first day in Anaheim, Orlando, I was there. And I wasn't live streaming, but I was videoing. And it's like those first events are vlogging events. It's interesting, but again, I love them. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that doesn't happen to Disney vloggers. Me too, Jackie. Okay, I think that's it. So Disney has re-engaged with YouTube TV. Everybody's good. Everybody's friends. Everybody got paid, and you've got your content. So if you are a subscriber, it might be up now. It certainly will be up sometime tomorrow. It being your ABC local channel, your ABC channel, National Geographic channel, ESPN channels, Disney channels, and so on, FX channels, and so on and so forth. Casey Neistat here. Let's share. Let's share our screen, shall we? Shall we? This is pretty cool stuff. So if you know, you know. So my favorite vlogger of all time is this guy, Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat, a few years ago, was daily vlogging. He was based out of New York. Probably the greatest vlogger of all time. My opinion, greatest vlogger of all time. Probably the best known vlogger. He is truly, well, when he was daily vlogging, he was making, from his mouth, he would say this. He did say this. He was attempting to make a full-on 3-part movie every day. Now, that's not so easy. I mean, I love my life. I'm interested in my life. I'm doing things that I want to do. I don't even think some days I'm doing things I want to do. Most days I'm certainly doing things I choose to do most of the time, right? But it's not always exciting. It's not always entertaining. It's not always shareable. I want to, in one of my new projects, one of my new projects for 2022, which we will talk about here on this channel here shortly. One of the things that I'm going to be pushing on 2022 is the new thought, and the new theme: live a life worth sharing. I work with kids. I do some social media classes with junior high and high school kids. And one of the things that I tell them and I teach them and I share with them a lot is live a life worth sharing. You know, I don't want them to overshare their life, but I want them to do fun things and I want them to document it. You know, Gary Vee talked about documenting your life. I think it's the future. I think it gives you a lot of advantages. It opens a lot of doors, blah, blah, blah. So live a life worth sharing is kind of my my theme for 2022, and we'll talk about that more. Casey Neistat, Tour Geeks knows, right? Danny knows. Casey's the man. When I lived in New York, I ran into him so much. No way. Oh, I'm jealous. That is so cool. Yeah, I've heard he likes to talk. Well, obviously he likes to talk. That is so cool. Hey, Timothy, you have a great night, buddy. I appreciate you popping in. So anyway, Casey hasn't done an editing class. Casey hasn't done a filmmaking class. If you watched one of his last 2 videos, I'm not sure if it was his last video or the one before that, he hasn't posted much in the last 8 months. And he shared in his most recent vlog, hey, what I've been doing is getting this class together. So if you go to monthly, Casey Neistat teaches filmmaking and storytelling. You can see it right there. I'm in. Now, this isn't cheap. It's like $250 or something like that. But I'm in, and I'll explain how I'm paying for that here in a minute. But let's scroll down. Become a better filmmaker and storyteller in 30 days. During his 1-month class, learn from filmmaker and YouTube pioneer Casey Neistat. Follow along with Casey's creative process and finish the class with 2 shareable films of your own. Enrollment ends on the 27th. Class starts on January 10th. It's a 1-month class. You get 5 to 7 hours per week for 4 weeks of classes. During that time, you're going to create 2 original films. It says it's for all levels from beginner to advanced. Create 2 original films in 30 days. Blah, 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 1. His first film or class is Storytelling and Filmmaking Fundamentals. Then it'll be cinematography and the complete toolkit. And I've seen the whole list. Listen, I thought about this for about 2 days. Is it worth my money to do this? And you know what? It is. I am such a fanboy of this guy. When I was daily vlogging a few years ago, when I vlogged every day for 2019, I was thinking about Casey and his style. Now, I'm not saying I want to be Casey. I don't want to be Casey. I mean, I would love to have his skills. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not trying to be Casey. I'm trying to embrace his tell a story philosophy. You know, I run a nonprofit, so I don't know if I got good at, hopefully I got good at telling a story. And that story was after school programs work for kids. Latchkey kids you know, idle hands are the work of not the good guys, right? And so I'm a big believer in what I believe in. I'm a big believer in YouTube. I'm a big believer in after school programs. I'm a big believer in plenty of things. And what I teach is have a teachable point of view. What I learned from working with the Boys and Girls Clubs, frankly, is have a teachable point of view. What do I mean by that? I want to share my experience and my knowledge with the world. And in this, at work, that was, I believe in after school programs. I run an after school program. I'm the executive director of a nonprofit. Now we do more homeschooling co-ops now than after school because, you know, COVID. But 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, it was more after school. And so I would go and I would talk to donors or the Lions Club or whoever, you know, the Rotary, whoever would invite me. And I would tell my story. And so I got above average at telling my story and getting people to write checks. So I could do the work that I'm doing. I could pay people to do the work we're doing. Now we're a little bit different, but it doesn't really matter. I want to go into that. Storytelling is something that I've always been fascinated with. I love great storytellers, Tolkien. Geez, I don't want to go down the list, but you know, Dickens for A Christmas Carol right now. I love great authors. I love great movie makers. Casey Neistat didn't go to film school. Casey Neistat says don't bother going to film school. Casey Neistat has a style that I really like. And the chance to sit over his shoulder and watch what he does, it's too good to pass up. So I'm taking a portion of my Christmas bonus and I'm paying for this. It's about $250. It's 5 to 7 hours a week for 4 weeks. You have to pay up by like 8 days from now. I think it ends, the time to buy it ends there. And then it starts up in January. And I will be taking copious notes. Now, just in case there's somebody who went to college with me or my wife's listening, because that's where I met her in college. I didn't take very many notes in college, but that's because I was bored out of my freaking mind. This is something I love, and I will take notes. And yes, I'll be happy to share them. I'm going to be really, really, really trying my best to really build a blog and an email list for next year. So you just have to subscribe to that. Send me an email, dolewhipdad@gmail.com to get included in that. We'll figure out a way for people who want those notes to get those notes. But I am so excited about this, and I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna film it and play it for you because that would be stealing. But I will share my notes, just like with Vid Summit and stuff like that. I'm gonna get caught up in chat. Let me know if you're interested in any of that stuff. I can tell you that I can tell you that it's his viewers that made him do this. He would always tell you that he started from nothing, owning nothing, and living in a closet, and everyone can do it. Exactly. Casey's story is so embraceable, right? I love him. You know, we look at the world differently. He comes from a different kind of worldview than I do, but he's forgotten more about storytelling. He's forgotten more about filmmaking. He's forgotten more about vlogging than I know. And so $250, I'm not going to be telling $250 is not a lot of money. $250 is a lot of money. $250 is a lot of money for poor people. $250 is, maybe it's not a lot of money for Elon Musk, but for Jeff Bates, it's a lot of money. $250 is a lot of money. And I'm dropping it, so I cannot wait. It's one of those things that I know if I didn't do, I would wish I did it. Will it make me better? I believe it will, but even if it doesn't, I can't swing and miss on this one. Let me unshare that because that just looks weird. Jackie says, that's awesome, Jeff. I can't wait to hear about your experience. Thank you, Jackie. Jonathan says, that's awesome, Jeff. Thank you. I agree with Two Real Geeks. I think that his viewers have been asking for this. I know he does a lot of speaking. He's been to Vid Summit before. He's been to VidCon before. He really likes talking to creators. He had this idea of 368, which was his address on Broadway, I think, in New York. He wants to give back to the creator community. And not that he needs the money, but he's going to get paid on this one, I'm sure, too. And I'm happy he is. So anyway, if you're interested in that, let me know. I'll send you the link. I don't have any deal with him. Hey, part of Rosa's world in the house. How are you, Rosa? Long time no see, my friend. I hope you're having a great day. One of my very, very first YouTube friends. Good to see you, Rosa. So anyway, Disney back in good grace, or YouTube TV back in good graces with Disney. Casey Neistat storytelling. You only got about a week to sign up if you want to, and I really wanted to get it out because I'm going to be doing it. So if you do decide to do it, let me know. We'll do it together. And if you don't do it, but you just want my notes, that's fine. We'll talk about that. I'll obviously talk about it on these shows. And then when the whole thing's over, I'll do a video, I'm sure, and an entire live stream about it. So we'll talk about that, of course. And then last but not least, the two things that we've already talked about, my radio show on Magic of the Mouse Radio. How do you find it? Type in Magic of the Mouse Radio to your browser. Do it right now. Go to the Magic of the Mouse Radio. My show plays a couple times a day, a couple days a week, and that show is called The Disney Countdown. Tomorrow, I think at 11 my time, The Disney Countdown extended version, songs 15 through 6. We're all the way down to number 6. We've been ranking the top 100 songs. It's going to be awesome. I hope you check it out. And I've got a new thing that I'll be working on, I'll be making for you in 2022 that kind of adds to what we did this year with the countdown. One of my favorite songs is Dig a Little Deeper from The Princess and the Frog, and that will be the only hint you get on that. And then last but not least, and they'll get to chat, we'll have a little conversation, and then we'll end the night. Good Morning Disney should be up and running this week. Now, while I say that, it's 10 o'clock Eastern time, 9 o'clock my time. Sometimes it starts between 9 and 9:15 to be fair. This week I will be going to work, but it's going to be an easier week. Obviously, we've got the holidays at the end of the week. We got Friday, Christmas Eve. We got Saturday, Christmas Day, whatever. Is that right? I don't even know what days they are. So no guarantees over the next couple of weeks that the schedule stays exactly the same. But I will say this. God willing, I will be live tomorrow morning, and we've got lots of stuff to talk about. If you don't know what the Good Morning Disney show is, it's Disney news of the day. We wake up to it. We talk about it. We've got stuff to talk about Spider-Man. We got stuff to talk about a fire in the Disney parks. We've got lots of stuff to talk about. We got a new Star Wars series starting, in a week? Lots and lots and lots of content to talk about. So join me tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock Eastern time, or so right here on the channel. Don't you feel that there are way too many classes like this popping up from just random YouTubers? Most classes have subscribers of under 1,000. I've been finding. We've been looking at classes. Well, where are you looking, buddy? I would say no. I don't feel like there's too many. Don't you feel that there are way too many? No, I don't think there are way too many, because I love the gratitude economy. Let me explain what I mean there. Jess, what's going on? Jess Got Disney. Welcome in. Happy Sunday night. Happy December. Happy Merry Christmas. I love the gratitude economy. I love that if Two Real Geeks has members on their YouTube channel, has a class. Maybe you go to a class that I can't afford. I mean, we're talking about the Casey Neistat show. Maybe I pay you $5 for you to give me your weekly review of some class that you're going to that I can't attend. I mean, I think that would provide me value, and it provide you income, and that would allow you to get 100 people to do that, and all of a sudden you're buying the camera you've always wanted or whatever. I'm a big believer in supporting people that you like. Like back to the was it Ken, or maybe it was Jackie? It was Jackie talking about the a la carte content. I want to buy HBO. I want to buy Disney Plus. I want to buy an hour show. I want to buy a day pass, whatever. I think that I don't want to pay DirecTV $150 a month for 120 channels, 40 of which I will never watch. I want to pay Jess Got Disney. I want to pay Jonathan Chong. I want to pay Part of Rosa's World. I want to pay RVing to Disney directly, because she provides me. I mean, maybe she does. If I want to provide content creation, hey, Rob Fuzz is in the house. I want to provide people, like, I like being members of people's channels. I do. I'm not members of everybody's channels who I'm a big fan of, but I try to keep, well, I'm not going to say how many. I try to have a decent amount of members that I'm a member of, channels that I'm a member of, because they've worked hard enough to get monetized, and I want to support that. I got to be honest with you. I never care about the extra stuff they give me. I never do, ever. It's about supporting the creators that I'm personal friends with, or empathize with, or for whatever reason want to support, right? So, no, Danny, I don't think there's too many. I'm not going to pay for them all, but, Roberto Blake, Nick Nimmin, D. Nimmin, Cody Warner, Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat, the list goes on. Brian G. Johnson, Daryl Eves, boy, how did I say that? Rob Velocibus. There's so many. There's so many. Andrew Can. These are people who were in the, and there's so many more names that I missed. Just, so I should shut up because I'm going to forget people. But there are so many people who have provided massive value to me. Pat Flynn. Geez, so many. So many people that I've received so much value from, who I haven't bought their book, I haven't bought their course, I haven't bought their whatever. I've bought books, I've bought sweatshirts, it's a little warm in that. It's freezing out there tonight. So it's a little warm in my house because, wife knows where the little thing is and she knows how to spend my money with just a push of a button. But I would have my sweatshirt on. Normally I wear a streamer sweatshirt. It's from Live Streaming Pros. Luria, I like what she does. I think she provides some really positive content that helps people get more confident, especially when they're brand new with live streaming. And so about a year ago, I bought a sweatshirt from her. A, it's a good conversation starter. People, oh, streamer, what does that mean? So I get to tell them. B, I like big sweatshirts with, hand spots in the middle. And C, she's a creator. So all of that to say, I like being able to support the people that create content that I connect with. Ken says, I don't have courses yet, but I love the yet. I don't either. I will. But I will. Oh, there you go. I'll shut up and read. I don't have courses yet, but I will at some point. I love that. I'm under 1K right now. My first channel is monetized. So he's not under 1K. He's got, I don't know how many he has. He has a beard channel and a content coach channel. His beard channel is already monetized. I don't know how many subscribers he has. And then his content coach, I have no idea how many that one has, but he's not monetized yet. He will be. He's a really excellent creator. But when I do decide to provide a course, I won't base that on my sub count. Amen. Will I learn from Casey Neistat with over 1 million subscribers? Of course I will. But subscriber count isn't necessarily the bar in which I would think I could learn from somebody. I'll leave it at that. And it'll be a while building first. I'll be very, very blunt. You have content. Come on, Ken. You have content. Your weekly show is it Monday nights, where you're giving positive feedback to people who want to go live for the first time is monetizable. You're giving valuable content. Now, I'm not telling you should charge for it. I'm telling you people would pay for it. Moving on. Okay. I like that answer. And I see your view on that. Thanks for sharing that light on that. Never thought of it that way. Well played, sir. Well played. Jeff said, good day, sir, to me. No. I love you, buddy. I hope, here's the easiest way to find, I'm not saying this is you right now, but easiest way to know you're not going to like me is if you're needing me to agree. I'll agree with you. You tell me the Cowboys are great, I'm going to agree with you. You tell me my wife is gorgeous, I'm going to agree with you. You tell me Disney's fun, I'm going to agree with you. You tell me bacon's tasty, I'm going to agree with you. You tell me the Dodgers suck, I'm going to disagree with you. I've got lots more things I could do. It doesn't, I'm not mad. I have an opinion. You have an opinion. It is what it is. Almost 2K in the beard channel, micro niche. That's all. So they say the riches are in the niches. You can call it niches, you can call it niches, but the riches are in the niches. I deeply agree with that. It's probably my biggest problem. If I was in this only for the dollars, I would definitely niche down. I do think it'll be a profitable endeavor. I think if I was more consistent and I was more niche down, I would have more success. But in the end, it's my channel. I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to have success with it too. I'll get there slower. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. I hear you. Yeah, I'll never charge for that. Yeah, that doesn't mean it's not valuable, right? So anyway, where are we at? I think we should just probably put a bow on it. 'Tis the season to put a bow on it. Disney sent out the email. Nope. YouTube TV sent out the email saying, hey, we're back together. We tried to break up with Disney, but we paid them a little extra and they're going to take us to the prom one more time. YouTube TV, Disney Plus. Nope. YouTube TV and Disney are friends again. The 20, 25, 30 channels, which are the FX channels, the National Geographic channels, the ESPN channels, the Disney channels. They are back. The ABC channels, the ABC local station. If they're not already back on your YouTube TV, if you're a subscriber, they will be probably by tomorrow. Do you save $15 still? Yes, you do. That's the end of that. Casey Neistat's class on monthly. I'll be taking it. You only have until, I think, the 27th to sign up. I planned on signing up today, but football was so good I haven't done it yet. So I'll probably sign up tomorrow because I'm probably going to bed when we're done here. If you're joining, you should join. It's about $250. It's certainly not cheap. But if you do, I would love to know about it. I'd love to join in the journey with you. And if you're not and you're interested in my notes, let me know. dolewhipdad@gmail.com, dolewhipdad@gmail.com, and I'll share them. Again, I'll do a video at the end. I'll do a live stream probably every week about it. So you don't have to do anything. If you want me to have your email, you'll still get some of that info. My radio show, Magic of the Mouse Radio. Tomorrow is an extended, probably about an hour-long show. Certainly 10 songs. Songs 15 through 6. Stick around next week for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And on New Year's Day, good song by YouTube and good song by U2, not YouTube, but U2. And a day coming up in about a week and a half where you can listen to all 100 songs. Only on Magic of the Mouse Radio, my rankings, song 100 all the way to song number 1. If you've been listening and you want to tell me what you think number 1's going to be, dolewhipdad@gmail.com, dolewhipdad@gmail.com. The 10 songs that play tomorrow, songs 15 through 6, I guarantee every single one of them is multiple people's favorite all-time Disney song. It's pretty fun stuff. And then last but not least, promoting my show tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern time, 9 o'clock in the morning, my time, 8 o'clock Jackie time, 7 o'clock Pacific time. Good Morning Disney, where we talk about the news of the day. I guarantee we'll be talking about Spider-Man. Spider-Man smashes the box office wherever he can. I think that's it. Questions, comments, concerns. Now your chance. We're going to go about a minute. If I don't have a question, a comment, or concern in the chat, I'm going to say goodbye. How about my Cowboys and my Chargers? Looks like both of them are going to the playoffs. Ken, just for you, if you're still here, boy, your Green Bay was trying to make me happy, but they hate me and they pulled off the win. Tampa Bay goes down in flames today. Also, I do want to mention Live a Life Worth Sharing is going to be one of my focuses for 2022, as I've said already. If you have any questions on that, let me know. But just nothing really to ask about. Coming soon, Live a Life Worth Sharing. Leads the NFC. Yeah, they're killing me. That game tonight, wow, I know, right? Like I was excited about the show all day because I love you guys and I miss this. But at the end, I'm like, oh, is Tom going to come back for Tampa Bay? So I kept it on right there. Anyway, I think that's it. Yes. Good night to you, Jackie. Good night to you, Ken. Good night to you, Jonathan. Every single one of you. Team replay. If you're watching the replay and you're all the way here to the end, boy, you deserve a sucker, a prize, a high five here. High five. I appreciate you. If you're here live, I appreciate you. If you've been here the whole time, if you've been here 1 second, I appreciate you. Members of the channel, love you. Brand new first-time people, love you. People who were pissed off at me and hitting that down button, I mean, I'm glad you're around too. I think that's it. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Have fun storming the castle, unless you actually want to storm the castle, and then sit the heck down, people. I'll say it. I'll say it out loud. I'll say it proudly. Merry Christmas. It's my birthday. It's Ken Stabler's birthday. It's Ricky Henderson's birthday. It's Jesus's birthday. These are some of my favorite people ever. Dean, welcome in. Or hello again. Or good night, my friend. Love you all. Have the best day ever. Have a great week. No guarantee I have a show next week. I don't even know what's going on with family and stuff. So I may or may not see you the next Sunday night. But whatever, whenever, I hope you get to do this week whatever you want with whoever you want. Merry Christmas. Don't forget the reason for the season. And it's not just my birthday only. Oh, but it is. So there's that. Oh, and Mar, that's right. Mar, I did forget. Mar, my friend, member of the channel, Ninja Watcher, birthday girl in the chat. Rosa, your birthday? Mar in Memphis, birthday girl. I did forget. I mean, I didn't forget, but I forgot to say it. Anyway, love you. All right, I'm going to shut up now. Anybody see Jake Paul knock out Tyron Woodley? Woo! Off topic. I should talk sports, huh? But nobody cares. All right, love you. See ya. Have the best day ever. Bye for now. Couldn't find the button. See you, everybody. Merry Christmas. Magic of the Mouse Radio tomorrow. About an hour. Gonna be fun.